Hey guys, Desolate Magicker, it's time for more space spoilers. First up, we've got Beyond the Quiet. All of space is quiet. I honestly don't even think they know that. It's a 5-cost double white sorcery, exile all creatures in spacecraft. So the flavor text is, as the Super Void's photon collar washed over them, time stopped. Their souls would experience the grandeur of their demise for eternity. Incorrect. Okay, so only somebody who thinks that like time is immutable, and you ask the question like, well, what really happened in the real time, in the real timeline? There is no such thing. Only somebody with that simplistic of a mindset would have written that. Yeah, I'm going full actually on this, and if they ever made like a IT management set, I'd be up their ass on that too. From the perspective of the person falling in, they fall in. From the perspective of an outside observer, they never fall in. Oh, well, what quote-unquote really happened? There is no really. Time doesn't flow evenly for everybody. Time affects each individual subatomic particle separately, okay? Depending upon its mass, the speed that it's moving at, so the amount of energy imparted into it, and the amount of curvature of space around it from itself or other mass, or other energy, because there's no difference. It's energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. So if more time is happening to one object and less time is happening to another one, then there is no what quote-unquote really happened. Both of them really happened in their own timelines. That's how time works. So to say, oh, well, they froze and that's what they're experiencing, that is fundamentally incorrect. But, these morons call a black hole a super void, so, Anyway, next up we got Honored Knight Captain. It's a 2-cost white 1/1 creature human advisor knight. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and if you pay 6, you can sack it, search your library for an equipment card, put it into the battlefield, and shuffle. Just kind of a weird card, and then they made it uncommon. I'm not really sure what they're going for, except for go wide, which you already have rabbits for. I don't really know what the point is. So next up, it's Cryogen Relic. It's a 2-cost blue artifact, and when it enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Either one, nice. And if you pay 2, you can sack it, put a stun counter on up to 1 tapped target creature. It has to be tapped though, so they had to limit this a little bit because otherwise this is really good. Next up, we've got some actual equipment. It's the Hilder Blade. It's a 1-cost black artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+1, but void at the beginning of your end step. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn, attach this equipment to a target creature you control for free. Now, it is end step, so you can't use it that turn, but otherwise it's equipped for. So pretty darn good in a full void setup. So if you see it in the draft, grab it. Next up, Lightless Evangel. It's a 2-cost black 2/2 creature vampire cleric, and whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. If you've seen the entire rest of the set and the entire rest of Standard, that is ridiculous. And a portable black hole in your chest is even more ridiculous. Next up, another spacecraft. It's 5-cost green, 5/4, but not till you get it up to 8. Flying and trample. Oh boy. And when it enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Oh boy, hope you don't flicker it. Then we've got another artifact, but it's not equipment. It's Melded Moxite. It's a 2-cost green artifact. When this enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. And then if you pay 3, sack it, create a tapped robot. Okay, yeah, they're trying to make that tribal swarm artifact thing work. I'm more worried about if it does work than if it doesn't. Then we got a Mountain of Reprints. Let's go with Power Depot. Okay. That's a pretty unusual one. Then we got Cascading Cataracts. I think this was already spoiled, but this is like some alternate art or something. You know what they do. Then we've got Echoing Deeps. It copies a land that is somehow in your graveyard. So, I guess this would be useful to copy like an Evolving Wilds. Then we've got Dust Bowl. Pretty simple, just blow up a land. The difference is nobody goes to get a land after this. You just blow up their land. The best part is you can do this repeatedly. So, yeah. Then we've got Sunken Citadel. Very, very specific card, only helps other lands. Then there's Terrain Generator. This one's nuts. You pay 2, tap it. You may put a basic land card from your hand out of the battlefield tapped, even if you've already played a land this turn. So, kinda nuts for Landfall, but only if you have, like, draw to back it up. Otherwise, the sequence and getting these to work exactly in that order on curve, not very reliable. Next up, Petrified Field. It just brings a land back from your graveyard to your hand, but you have to sack this one. So you could do multiple Petrified Fields and just target each other, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't say basic. So you can just get an infinite landfall loop. I'm honestly not sure they thought of that. But you could also target Evolving Wilds or one of, Terramorphic. I think Fabled is going away. I don't remember. But Landfall's looking a little nuts right now. Then we got Ancient Tomb. Okay, now you might remember that one because it's worth a little bit of money, or at least used to be. I'm going to check real quick. Yeah, the cheapest is $50 and it's more typically around 100. So, kinda nuts. Just throw in this jackpot card in the middle of the set for no apparent reason. Very odd. Then we've got Mystifying Maze. You just flicker at an opponent's attacker, but they see it coming, obviously, because your land is sitting there, and it costs 4 plus this one. So, I mean, kind of fun and interesting, I guess, and limited, kind of trolly. Then we got Crystal Quarry. It's stupid. What else is there to say? They're running out of good lands. Then we got Meteor Crater. That's actually pretty fitting. So you already have to have the permanent out, so it's not like Reflecting Pool. And I don't like that. That's just like a little bit too slow and a little bit too unreliable. So away from the reprint lands, we've got Hard Light Containment. It's a 1-cost white enchantment aura. It's a rare enchant artifact you control. And when it enters, exile target creature an opponent controls until this aura leaves the battlefield. Enchanted permanent has ward 1. So you're locking one of their permanents, or creatures specifically, inside of one of your artifacts. That's kind of weird. But hey, for 1 mana, I mean, I'll take it. And then we've got Loading Zone. It's a 4-cost green enchantment. If 1 or more counters would be put on a creature, spacecraft, or planet you control, twice that many of each of those kinds of counters are put on it instead. That is not a good idea. We got that Landfall Hydra. Oh boy. Worse yet, this has Warp 1. This was a mistake. This card right here was a giant mistake. And lastly for today, we've got Lux Knight Breacher. It's a 4-cost 2/2 in white, but it's a creature human knight, and it enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature and or artifact you control. So early game pretty useless. Late game when you would, have 4 mana, it's probably pretty good. I kind of like this. So that's it for today. Nothing too nuts except for that stupid green card, but we've already got enough cards in here that are jacked to the moon on power level and I think are going to cause problems for the next year, let alone 3 years. I mean, I like Landfall, but they're going pretty hard on it because they know it's really slow. The only type of Landfall that I think that can compete in the standard meta right now is life gain-oriented Landfall, and there's not much of that. Landfall control manlands might be a thing if there's enough manlands left, and I hate that. But post-rotation, I think I'm going to teach WotC a lesson about being a little more cautious with the power level and with the number of cards in the pool, and build the most obnoxious decks I possibly can. Just absolute cancer that people can completely ruin the meta with just to prove that I was right, because that's where we're at this point. I mean, how many times in the last 5 years has the community proven that they know better than WotC? Like, it's got to be a dozen that I just remember off the top of my head. It's embarrassing. So, is what it is. But if you want to watch a train wreck, hey, hit subscribe because I keep it real on this channel. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.